Welcome, people of YouTube, to a video. There, can you please move out of the way so people can see the Oculus?
How about, can I have a go?
Okay, then you can talk too.
Hello gamers, I am Craig DB and welcome to an actual video. Obviously, this is Dylan DB as well. Normally you see a game and today you're not, and the reason for that is because today we're going to be experimenting with this.
You can also turn it around.
Obviously I'm going to be getting back into a bit of Elite Dangerous, which I've not played for quite a while, and
I might also start a series on it.
This is kind of the reason why, is because as you've probably seen in the video, if you've watched some of my videos on Elite Dangerous, you'll see that I started using a tracking device that I made myself, which incidentally is this right here. That's the homemade version, combined with
this, if it can.
It's hard to pull it across, but it's basically just a webcam. It's a webcam.
Yeah, it's a webcam basically.
But anyway, it was the biggest issue I was having with it is that my computer is just here, and you can see behind me there's some windows there, and the light from there was interfering, and I couldn't go back to not having look around sort of motions going on. I couldn't go back to just a still front view of the ship, and the Rift was on a special price recently, so I couldn't resist. So we are now going to get into, I'm just going to move the camera a bit.
Yes,
so we just took a bit to work out a nice camera angle to get this, but here is the device here, and we'll open up and get a nice look inside there. I'll actually just...
Here's one of the controllers. Oh, press the button. Here's one of the controllers. Here's the other controller. Here's close up of these controllers. That's what they look like.
So that's pretty much...
They have different buttons on them. Look, X. It says A and B on this one, and X and Y on this one. Ha 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 ha. See, X, Y.
Not sure how easy it is to read that, but anyway, so obviously there's different buttons for different functionalities. We'll see how that all works when we start playing. Most of that won't come into play when I'm playing Elite Dangerous. These here are the receivers.
Oh, really? I've never actually seen this before.
And these are the bits that actually detect all the motion. These here. And my understanding is there are infrared displays all over this thing, all over the device, and they pick it up, which allows for a really precise movement control.
Have trouble setting up the Rift? You can help.
Don't give up. So obviously it is
hard to set up.
Not an easy thing to get going. Oh, what have we got here? Looks like we've got...
Oh, it's one of those scratchy things! And a booklet!
We've got the instruction book there. It's not actually instructions on how to set it up. There is stuff about batteries.
Yeah, we'll be able to work it out.
There's some batteries in there.
Batteries. Hallelujah. You don't have to buy
them.
So
the batteries will probably be for the touch controllers.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be for them too.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the one thing I noticed looking at these is there's no USB ports or anything. They must have some sort of wireless communication. Okay, what does it say here? Basically, let's get started. Set up your Rift. Go to oculus.com/setup. So I'm going to leave it right here. We'll go get some things set up. We'll get it plugged in and working, and we'll take it from there. Those of you who know Matt Patton know his Diet Coke obsession. For us, it's up and go.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is very much up and go.
Okay, well, download in progress. As you can see, it's 1.7 gig in size, the actual software. And if you can see the download rate that it's going at, I do not have a high-speed internet connection for this kind of thing. This is going to take a while. Okay, well, I've been reading a little bit here, and I've noticed here, I was looking at the contents, and it's just showing the bits that come with it. This is in particular. Okay, so got this thing here, and I was reading, and it actually shows. So that is the audio tool. Now, I'm finding that very interesting, because the one thing I noticed is, first off, my first reaction was, oh, how cool is this? It's got its own headphones, and look at them, they look like pretty swish headphones. But then I got thinking, it doesn't have a microphone. Now what I have is, for my videos that I have done in the past, this is my headset that I use. And it's a pretty nice headset, and most importantly, it has a microphone. So that's my headset. So with these in place, I'm playing away. Excuse me, setting it up. No headphones, no microphone. So obviously what I'm getting to is, found this device. So I'm actually going to have a look here and see if I can find, and if I'm not mistaken, yes, I can see here. I'm hoping these come out, because what I want to do is I want to just use the headset and my headphones. I'm assuming that there's no special features in these headphones. I might look at that later when I'm just using it without a microphone. Okay, so once I'm recording on my computer, I will be switching to the microphone rather than the microphone in my phone, because obviously it's not going to sound as good, is it? As the, well, should I say, it's going to sound better with the headphones microphone. Because I'm hoping what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the gameplay going, and I'm going to do some recording of gameplay with the Rift on, and I want to leave the phone going to so you can see, just to capture my first experience using this thing, and actually capture some camera FaceTime. I've never done that before, so that's going to be interesting. So here I've actually been able to remove the headphone, and it's just got this little connector that it goes in, and I've been able to unscrew that with this special tool. So obviously they have designed it so that the headphones are optional, which is good, because that means I can still use my headset and have my microphone going. So they put a lot of thought into how they do this thing, and I'm quite impressed with that.
Oh my, this is weird.
He's looking at, you can see your hands and stuff.
Oh God, you're holding my hands.
I'm holding the hands, he's looking around, so that must look really weird.
That was cool.
Okay.
Guys are crying themselves to sleep right now.
So, center yourself. So I've got my little hands here, and I'm kind of just going, hey brotherly love.
What the
So
heck?
most people won't understand what that was. Anyone who knows the Kenny Everett video show will definitely know brotherly love. So, set your position, stand in the center and play area where you have room to move your arms and squeeze. Whoa! What happened? There's a big wall coming up. There's a wall coming up. Oh, I'm busting through the wall.
Is that actually what's happening?
There's like it's like a big wall, and there's a circle appears when I'm going outside. That's to tell me where my safety zone is.
Oh, we don't have our headset.
Okay, well, I have just started the capture. I'm hoping this is working. Locate the grip buttons and squeeze them with your middle fingers. Oh, I think I just did it. Squeeze left trigger, squeeze right trigger. I don't know, Dylan, can you see my hands on the screen?
Yes, I can.
Oh, squeeze these two. Now try pressing all of the glowing buttons with your thumbs. Can you see glowing buttons?
Yes. Well, let's say your thumb's going.
Okay, there we go. Now try moving around the thumbstick. Woo! So when I'm doing this, can you see my head moving around and stuff? Press the thumbsticks until you feel them click. There we go. That's kind of like Xbox controllers. Now let's see what the virtual hands can do. Whoa! They can glow. Oh, wow. Okay, now the actual controllers have disappeared. See what happens when you move your fingers and press different buttons. Oh, look, can you see the hands?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that makes a fist. Oh, pour, pour, pour. Oh. Can you see that wall?
Yes.
See, that's my safety space. Punching the walls. Oh, it's happening. To point, keep squeezing the grip and lift just as your index. What? Squeezing grip and lift just your index finger. Oh, what? Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Pointing! 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 What's with the moons? Can you see the moons?
Yeah, I think you need to point at the glowing ones.
Point at each sphere. Sphere, okay. Point at the sphere. Got it. Oh, look at that. It can see my thumb. Oh, I'm not... Great job. That covers the basics of your touch controller. Oh, are you skip to the next part of the tutorial? Come on. Reach out with your hands to enter Rift. Okay. What am I doing? What? Why did that all just move? Oh, okay. Oh, am I in the Rift?
I don't know. Yep, you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I have a turn?
Whew. Okay, let's see what happens next. Oh.
Can I have a turn?
Oh, can you see what's going on here, Dylan?
Yes.
Oh my god. Is this Job Simulator or what?
No, this is not Job Simulator.
What am I doing here?
I think you need to press that down.
Ah. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. What can I reach that?
Oh.
Too far away, too far away. All of that stuff's way too far away. But, oh wow. Oh wow.
I want to have a try.
Give it a moment. I'm just having a bit of a play around. This is absolutely... I'm so looking forward to Elite Dangerous. What's this thing do? Can I grab it?
No, you need to punch it.
Oh, okay.
Punch it.
Punch it! Oh, look at that! Oh, yeah!
You nearly punched me, I think.
Oh, look at the can. Oh, can I grab up the... Can I pick up the can? Oh, yeah, picking up the can.
Try drink it.
Throw the can away. Okay, well, that was a bit of fun. Dylan had a bit of fun. We all had... That was pretty epic, actually. It was pretty crazy. I had a bit of time playing with the profile with the avatar editor and stuff, and that was kind of cool. Unfortunately, sound wasn't working. So, that was a bit weird. But I'm now loaded up Steam, and Steam is downloading the Steam VR utility. However, I don't want to go with the Steam VR utility right now. I just want to see if Elite Dangerous is actually working. So, I am going to plug in my headset. I've got my headphones on. I'm going to do a bit of a test run first of all, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to make sure that sound is and all of that's working in the game. Alright, well, I have Elite running. I don't see anything yet.
Maybe
I don't know. I have a look at the options. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to see if it comes up on these. Or if it doesn't, then I'm going to go have a bit of a look and see why it's not coming up. I would have thought the Oculus would auto-detect the Rift. Sorry, Elite. Elite was built to run with the Oculus Rift. I would have thought it would be designed, it would detect it straight away. So, I'm hoping once it goes into the cockpit, we don't have anything at all. Okay, and we're full throttle. Now, I've got the Steam VR utility downloading at the moment. Oh, jeez, I can't remember how I... Oh, there we go. Yeah, quit. Go. You can't see that, but I would just put in the game. It was downloading the VR utility in Steam. That might be part of what's going on. So we'll be back. We'll try this again. We're going to get it working.
Is it on VR? Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, after a lot of trying and playing around and messing around with some settings, you can see here, you can see it moving around a little bit. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, here we go. Now, I don't know if the actual... Oh yeah, these controllers still actually do work with it. Interesting. Report player. No, I don't want to do that. Waiting for it. Can't connect to Frontier servers. Now, interesting thing is, I'm currently using the controllers for this. I'm just going to put these down because I'm going to move to these controllers. And yes, that's still working. Good. This looks absolutely... Oh, that is incredible. It is so 3D. You don't see it on the screen there, how intensely 3D this looks. This is like going to a 3D movie. So I'm going to start. Now, there should be open play. Now, I'm looking up too much. I don't feel like I'm... We'll see how we go once I start getting into the game. So, you're not seeing the field view thing there. I should now have headphones on and everything. Oh. Throttle up to engage, I'm overheating. I can't hear anything. There is a sun nearby or something. And I'm having trouble seeing what's going on around me. To know where that damn sun is. Where's my heat? I'm just getting... Oh, I'm so overheated. Just gotta let the heat go down. I'm doing a lot of damage here. Oh, everything's damaging. My hull's going way down. This is insane. Once I get this tweaked, this is going to look so good. Oh my god, this is going to look so good. Oh, yes, this is going to look so good. Now, for some reason, my audio's not working. I can't hear anything. Okay, I've cooled down a bit. I'm actually going to quit the game. Okay. This looks like we might have things working. I can hear the game, which took me a while. Getting the mode to work, you can actually see now, if you look at the recording, I'm moving my head and it's all going accordingly. I've got to double check the setting for centering my view, because that is way out. I'm going to have a look at the options there, see if I can get that set up. But you can see there, that screen there, and it looks all normal. When I look in here, it's all fully 3D. It's like looking at a 3D movie. It is incredible how cool this looks. Okay, let's apply that. Okay, now that worked. Let's try playing some Elite Dangerous. I'm going to have a quick open play. Here we go. Have a quick look. It looks like we're recording still. Hello. Loading game. So you should see there that that's all moving around. Now what you see as jumping around the screen, I see it as just centered there, and I just am looking around it. What is really off-putting though is this field of view is really off-putting. I'm wondering if there's a way of turning it off, because like that safety views area, I want to turn that off. But oh man, I'm in the ship. I really am in the ship. Oxygen. Oh, what? Oxygen depleted in 4 minutes. I need to find myself somewhere that I really am. This is so much better than. This is unbelievable. You cannot describe how cool this looks. I really am. And the ship is so much bigger. It really is so much bigger than you think. I'm really looking down at my hands, and now I shouldn't be looking at my hands. I should be looking at where I'm going. Okay. What is that? Okay, it's starting to look more familiar. Okay, let's request docking. Landing bay 1. Yeah, this is now... Oh wow, this is incredible. It's going to take a bit of getting used to, but it really looks incredible. There's docking bay 1. Whoa. I only wish I could feel the G-forces. That would be the ultimate in immersion.
Warning, oxygen critical. Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Oxygen depleted.
Ah, now let's hope I can get repairs done here. And look at, I can actually, look at that. I can turn right around and look at the whole place. Oh my god, this looks so good. Okay, well, that pretty much sums it up. I've got my camera going again on my phone, and yeah, funny enough, ran out of memory. What are you going to do? But yeah, that was the Oculus Rift. I wish I could actually show you, but obviously it's one of those catch-22s that to show you just how immense and absorbing and how awesome being in the Oculus is, you kind of got to be in it. And if there was another way to show you, well, you could just do that instead of getting an Oculus. So, but man, it's just incredible. I had no idea when I was getting it. I did not anticipate it would be that intense. I'm trying to remember if I mentioned or not. I potentially was going to suggest having a bit of a look at Ark Survival Evolved, because that's another game that I played and totes itself as VR. I gave that a go, and I'm just going to mention it here. I'm not even going to show it. It's not a VR game. It cannot even be claimed to be a VR game. Yes, it has a VR mode that means that it shows up in the headset, but it was terrible. It sucked. It made me sick within about 5 minutes, and above all else, it just really sucked. No offense to the guys, the game is great, and I don't mean to try and diss the game at all by saying this. I'm just making sure people are aware that for Ark to claim to be a VR game, it's got a lot of work to do. There's another game. I noticed that, like, for example, in the Oculus home screen and whatever you call it, the library, all of that, Ark doesn't even get a mention, and it shouldn't. But another one that I have been interested in, it's another game that a friend of mine plays on Steam, it's called Subnautica. That is featured on the Oculus site, and so I'm going to look into that one a bit further. I'm contemplating getting that to see how it works. That one actually would work really well because of the fact that you're underwater, you've actually got goggles on, so the some effects, the actual headset would act as a feeling of wearing goggles. And so from that point of view, I could imagine it may well and truly be quite good. I'm definitely wanting to look into further other VR-based games and seeing how that all develops. But for now, I'm going to be playing a hell of a lot more Elite Dangerous because it is just so much better in this mode. So many features, like the space around you, like the ship is just there. You're inside it. It's so much bigger than you think on a little. Even the 24-inch screen that I have is small when you look at this thing compared to what the VR shows you. I've done a bit of combat and things like that. I haven't shown in video, but I have played it a little bit more off the video that I might do a bit of featuring down the track. But you can see what ships are doing. Like, you got so much more idea of the perception. You can see ships, whether they're sliding sideways or they're turning or they're going this way or that way, or more to the point, the fact that, yeah, you can see when they're moving sideways and going this way. You can see what they're doing. And that immersion is just incredible. The only thing that they could do to make it any better was to feel G-forces, and I have no clue how they would even come close to being able to create something like that. That's super sci-fi tech stuff at this stage. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed seeing the step into the Oculus Rift, and maybe got something out of it. I don't know, because I feel it's a little bit of a letdown that I can't show you it as it is, because you just can't show what an Oculus Rift is like without being in it. I've said that before, I'll say it again, simply because you just can't do it, and I wish I could. But thank you for being patient with me anyway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.